Alright, HadesOmega here. So today I got another mod for the Victory Empulse. So here's it. I have a pair of levers here. Let's take them out. Ooh, look at that. Pretty. Red anodized. So I believe that one is the clutch lever and this one is a brake lever. So I got these brake levers from China. So they're a copy of those fancy levers that they sell here in the U.S. I remember I had a set for my ZR7. I have a blue set for my ZR7, and I was very impressed with them. I wish they sold this for a bunch of other bikes. So anyway, so here I have this is the auction I bought it off of. Well, it's kind of like a buy it now dealie. Just remember that these come from China. It took me like a month to get these. Sometimes stuff from China gets here fast, and sometimes it gets here kind of slow. I don't know why it takes so long. So sometimes, but yeah, it took nearly a month for these to get here. And so anyway, I got it for $19. Sorry about the glare. $19.70, free shipping. And like I said, it takes like a month to get here. And you can choose the color. You can choose the length, the color, and the color of the lever and the color of the adjuster. So you can choose. They have different color combinations. So custom, right? But so this is the lever. I got the red lever with the black adjuster. I don't know. Maybe I should have got it backwards, but I mean, I was looking at the controls. I'm like, they look kind of boring. They're just all black and stuff. I mean, the motorcycle's red and black and gray, so they don't have a. I know they didn't have a gray lever, a gunmetal lever. Maybe that would have been nice, but I was thinking maybe black with the red adjuster. But yeah. So anyway, these are the stock levers for the Empulse. They're Brembo levers, and I had to find out that someone online actually did this mod on the Empulse, and they said they use Ducati levers. So the Victory Empulse uses a similar levers to to a Ducati. Which Ducati? Let's see. It was a Ducati Monster 2007 to 2008. It's a 696 Monster. So there you go. So I don't know. We'll find out if that's the right one when I install it. But they look like they're the right ones. So these are adjustable levers, and these are the short levers. They're it's kind of like a 3-finger lever, which is perfect. 3 fingers is fine. Actually, it's kind of weird. I like to have a full clutch lever, but I like to have a short brake lever. I only brake with 2 of my fingers, so. I know it's a bad habit. That's not what they teach you in the motorcycle class, but that's just the way I do it, you know. I have strong fingers. So there it is. So this is the short lever with the red. It's a red anodized lever with the black adjuster. Those are the options that I chose. You can get a full lever, whatever color, color scheme you want, almost pretty much. Yeah. So also. Yeah, these are a copy of I heard a CRG makes levers like this, but they're like $100. So for $20 and a month shipping time, I will wait. And they look awesome. Look at that. So DB12 must be like the part number on this guy, and it has 6 levels of adjustment here. You can adjust the lever in and out, however you like. It's awesome. $20, totally worth it. Alright, so let's go take the stock levers off. Alright, so the stock lever has a kind of a pin here, that like a one-way pin, sorta. You just stick it in that groove. And unfortunately my hand guards are in the way. I may have to loosen them first. Yeah, they are in the way. They're like mega in the way. So let me get those out. And then there's just a nut that comes out under here. And the nut, well, maybe might be able to get it out. Let's get a wrench in there. We'll see. Okay, so I got the nut off. It's kind of disturbing how light it was on there. It's not even a real nut. It's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's almost like just a clip or something. So yeah, that comes off. I had to move the handguard down a little bit, so I loosened it. I just rotated it, and then the lever comes out. The pin comes out right there. So let's see if I can do this with the camera in my hand. I don't even have to take it out all the way. Just part way. Just slide it out. Oh, there it goes. Right. Now it's all dirty. So you can see they put like a minimal amount of grease. You can see they put a minimal amount of grease on this guy, so I just dropped it on the ground, so I'm gonna have to clean it up and put it back. Oh, there's also like a little plunger thing here. You want to make sure you don't lose that. And it has grease on it too, so I'm gonna have to grease this up also. Yeah, so just remember that there's a little that's the thing that presses that's the plunger that presses into the master cylinder, so make sure you don't lose that. Make sure you didn't drop anything else also. So there it is. There is some grease in it though. I'll just re-grease that axle, the pin. So let's go start on the brake. All right, so yeah, you got to put this. You got to reuse the little pin here, the plunger. So and it has to be greased. So what I'm going to be using for grease is this my old bottle of Valvoline Multi-Lube Lithium EP grease. Any grease should be fine. I have this lying around, so I'm trying to use it all up. But it's becoming very difficult. I have this for many years now. So anyway, so just go get some grease, and then just dab it in the little cup here. That should be fine, and then get that stuff off your finger. And then so since there wasn't a lot of grease on the bolt, I'm gonna wipe the grease off of this and put new grease. Okay, so there are the components ready to go back on. Just re-grease them. Oh, okay, also one thing that I failed to realize is that this has like an adjuster nut on it. So you probably want to make sure that these are lined up properly. So this one I gotta move a little bit more outward. So you just gotta get a flathead screwdriver and move it. Okay, and I pretty much just moved it out all the way. I kind of lined it up with the other lever. So that way it should pretty much go back the same way. I don't know if that's some kind of adjustment thing. I'm sure it is, but it's the part that touches the plunger. Okay, I'm not gonna lie when I say these are probably the most complicated brake levers I've ever installed. I don't know why they made them like this. The one on my DR650 is so simple. It's just it's a bolt and it just goes in. That's it. Anyway, so here it is. It's in there. Also, I want to point out that there is a little switch here. There's a little switch here, and there's a pin that goes in the hole here. Let's see, there's the pin right there. Make sure that goes in the hole, and then there's a bracket that goes to where the nut goes. So the nut kind of secures this switch. Let's just get it back in the hole. Okay, so that's in there. And just put the nut back in. Alright, brake lever installed. So there you go. That's the brake side. So you can see it's a lot shorter now. Hopefully it'll be okay for me. Yeah, it's perfect. It's actually perfect for 2 fingers. So here's the adjuster. And basically it moves it inward, the lower numbers, and then the higher numbers moves it outward. All the way out there. So let's compare with the brake lever. So the new brake lever feels like it's a lot heavier. So there it is. So you can see it's about like an inch shorter, and I think it looks like it's a little bit back from where the 6th position is. The stock position looks like it's around 4 or something, so in the middle. But with this, you can adjust it easily. So awesome, I like it. But yeah, just I guess the important thing is don't lose the little plunger, and then make sure this little brake switch is in there and all the way in the hole. Those are the problems I had. And don't tighten the nut too much, because it's not supposed to be on there super tight, I think. So alright, here's the clutch side. I'm going to take the nut off of this one. Oh, I never mentioned it before, but it's a 19mm is what the nut size is. Okay, I've gone ahead and taken the clutch out. It's pretty much the same dealie as the other side. It's got the pin and a nut holding it in. And it's like, remember, it's a keyed nut, so you gotta make sure it gets in that little groove there. There's a plunger. This one stayed in there this time, so I didn't have to worry about that. And there is a clutch switch down there, but actually that doesn't do anything from what I've noticed. Dude, I might as well just, I could probably just chuck that right now if I wanted to. Whatever, we'll just leave it there. Don't mess with it. Because I checked that clutch switch out. That actually doesn't go to anything. It's not plugged into anything. So yeah. I think, see that hole in there? That hole to the left of the plunger? I think that's where that the bracket, that's the key for the switch. Alright, so pretty much the same story. Just go ahead and probably re-lube this, or I'll add lube to it. I didn't drop it this time, so. And then put some grease in the little cup here, and then line it up the same way. This way. So just hold them together, and then just I think this one is fine already, huh? And then like just kind of just eyeball it to make sure that they're level. Okay, so yeah. So the clutch one didn't need any adjustment for me. I just lined them up and they look like they're fine. This one looks like it's out more. You can actually probably get you can probably measure it too, but I'm just looking at it right now, and they're pretty even when you line up the holes. So alrighty. Okay, there's the clutch side. So just a little comparison between the two. This is on the 6th setting, and it's the same length. And then if I put it on the lowest length, that's how much of a difference it is. Pretty cool. So that's what they look like on there. Add a little color to your handlebars. I think the red goes great. It goes great with the stock paint. Now I'm planning to I may be painting my motorcycle a different color later, but I don't know. I think I was thinking of plasti dipping it white, but for now, I think that goes great with the handlebars. It adds a little color to your handlebars. It's got that red and black thing. All I would need is some like red, maybe like bar risers or something to make it look cooler. Well, there you go. Here's what it looks like when sitting on the bike. Can't really notice them all that much, but it's cool. Alright, so there you go. It's a $20 China eBay chibay brake and clutch levers. This is the short red lever with the black adjusters for 20 bucks. What a bargain! And then like I guess you still got your old levers around if you still need them. All right, HadesOmega's out. They're on sale for like 30 bucks though. These ones are on sale for 30 bucks. Oh yeah, they're 30. Alright, HadesOmega here, riding the Empulse with my new brake and clutch lever. Seems to be doing okay. For some reason the clicker on the adjuster on the clutch one like kind of moved out a little. I'll tell you now, the clutch one you're not going to use a whole lot, you know. I mean, you're going to use it for shifting, that's about it. The brake one feels good. It feels like there's a little bit of play in the levers. So you can see kind of like a up and down play a little bit here. But it's okay. I like the brake where it is right now. It's not crushing my finger or anything. I got them set up about in the middle. So let's try it out. So far the brake is good. They're kind of angled downward a little bit. It's kind of weird. I think that's the way it was before, so can't complain too much. Oh man, there's a lot of traffic right now. Shift up to second. Shift down the first. Seems okay. Is there really somebody else in that vehicle? A little lane splitting here. There's so much traffic here, I don't understand. Stop right in front of me, huh? Alright. And off we go. Yeah, shifting's okay. The only time you're really going to be shifting a whole lot is when you're on the freeway, you know? It's the only time you really need that extra, gears. Going fast. Even then, through like a lot of the really twisty stuff, you don't really need to shift that much. See if I can catch up to the other dude. We can ride together, man. We can ride together. That'd be dope. It seems to be working okay. Let's back out.